Good afternoon. This is Cameron Long. Today's date is September 5th, 2021. This is my presentation on playground and outdoor safety for Chattahoochee Technical College, ECCE 1105, and Professor Maria Abercrombie. Supervision is one of the most overlooked areas of children's safety, and every year thousands of preventable accidents occur due to improper equipment, improper supervision, or high-risk play areas. As educators, it is essential that we receive training and have knowledge in areas of safety when it comes to outdoor safety, play equipment, and the tools and toys we use on the playground and outdoor areas. Teachers should acknowledge is the design and layout of your play area. It is imperative before you allow your children to play on a playground area that you perform a preliminary sweep and find any common hazards or dangerous areas for the children to play. All equipment and do a lap around and make sure any potential environmental hazards or industrial hazards are taken care of. Children are naturally curious, so things we know as adults to avoid, such as spider webs, ant hills, wild animals, or other dangerous things, are irresistible to young children. And in order to prevent unhappy parents, unhappy employers, and potentially injured children, we should be sure to look every day at the playground area to make sure it is safe and ready for action. Inspecting the play equipment, be sure to look for any sharp edges or uncovered areas that may cause severe injury. Students may trip and fall in small holes in the ground, so we should familiarize ourselves with areas that may be dangerous. Some areas may not be evident at first, but if you are properly supervising and watching your children, it will become obvious of certain areas where children are consistently falling and getting hurt. On my third day, I had a student fall and receive a large gash on their head on the playground equipment. And while it was an unavoidable accident, I still talked with my kids about taking it slow and being careful on certain areas of the playground. Remember, there are no legal standards for playground equipment, so we as adults are fully responsible for the safety of our kids on the playground and outdoor areas. Next area of my presentation, playground and outdoor supervision. While recess and playground time may seem like a time for some teachers to relax and play with their friends, in order to properly supervise, we should be standing and walking around the playground area, making sure we can see all students, where they're at, and locate any blind spots. I have noticed in my own career that a lot of teachers sit in the shade and sit together and talk during recess and playground time. And while you may get lucky and no accidents occur, if severe injury or accident did occur, you could be held liable and would be fully responsible for your children's safety. You should walk around the perimeter, locate all dangerous areas, and keep an eye on all of your students. Fun space for children to play, supervision is necessary to prevent accidents and even death. Since 1990, over 100 children have died on playground accidents, and it is up to us as educators to reduce that numbers through proper training, proper supervision, and correct management of playground equipment. Supervisor, it is important to walk the perimeter, look for any potential hazards like hanging limbs, standing water, ant hills, or signs of wild animals. Children are naturally curious, so they tend to get into these areas and might find areas that we had not previously noticed. It is also important to look for blind spots or places where children may hide and become invisible to the adults. If we work with a team or with an assistant teacher, it would be a good idea to stagger our routes and go in different directions in order to see all areas of the playground. The old adage, 2 eyes are better than one, is especially true when it comes to supervision of children. And if you work with a team, it is important not to take turns, but for have all hands on deck for proper supervision during outdoor and playtime. Another area of supervision that is equally important is keeping track of our numbers of students. We should sporadically during recess time count the numbers, and we should always count when entering and leaving the recess and playground area. The last area we need to address is the safety and design of the materials, tools, and toys we bring to the playground and allow our students to bring to the playground. We should always use proper toys such as hula hoops, chalk, bubbles, etc., and not allow students to play with objects like sticks, pine cones, or rocks. Students are still developing at this age, so they wouldn't think twice about hitting another student in the face with a rock or a sharp object and causing severe injury. We should watch them at play at all times, learn our students' proclivities and natures, and find appropriate toys and tools for them to use on the playground and outdoor areas. Teachers, we should be aware of choking hazards and small objects on the playground that could get into our students' eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. As previously stated, children are naturally curious and tend to put new objects in their mouth to try them out. This could lead to choking hazards, so we should properly watch our students at all times, especially if we have a student who tends to put things in their mouth a lot, and make sure that they stay safe. Conclusion, playground safety and supervision is no joke, and it is up to us as educators to plan appropriate activities, properly design the playground, and use tools and materials that will allow our students to play safely and have an engaging, fun time. Over 100 children died on playgrounds since 1990s, and I believe that through proper training, supervision, and developmentally appropriate practices, we could reduce that number to zero. Like a lot to remember, through proper training and application of what we've discussed in this video, it will become part of your daily routine, and it will increase the quality and effectiveness of playground and recess time. Remember to stay aware of your surroundings and treat each day as unique, as children are always finding new and creative ways to injure themselves and others. Playground and outdoor supervision can become a regular part of your day, and we should train ourselves to expect the unexpected.